Good morning, children. I welcome you all to the next video of class 12 business studies. We have already started with the chapter organizing, and this is the fourth and last part. We are going to conclude the chapter in this video. We are going to start with delegation. What is delegation? Delegation of authority merely means the granting of authority to subordinates to operate within prescribed limits. There are basically three elements of delegation: authority, responsibility, and accountability. What does that mean? First is authority. Authority refers to the right of an individual to command his subordinates and to take action within the scope of his position. The scalar chain establishes the authority which links the various job positions at different levels of an organization to discharge given responsibility. Second is responsibility. What is this? It is the obligation of subordinate to perform the assigned duty efficiently. It arises from a superior subordinate relationship. It binds the subordinate to perform the duty assigned to him by his superiors. It flows outward. That is, a subordinate will always be responsible to his superior. Next is accountability. What does accountability mean? It is answerability for the final outcome. The accountability arises once the authority is delegated and responsibility is accepted. Accountability flows upward. A subordinate is accountable to the senior for satisfactory performance of the work, and accountability cannot be delegated to his subordinates. Next, what is the importance of delegation? So, first is effective management. What does that mean? That delegation of authority means sharing responsibility with subordinates. This gives managers the freedom from doing routine job and the opportunities to focus on issue of high priority. This is the main cause of delegating any work. Then second is employees development. By delegating any work to the employee, his development also take place. Delegation of authority and responsibility increases the employee's morale and provides them opportunity to use their potential, develop required skills and the ability to handle complex tasks. Then third is motivation of employees. Delegation of responsibility with authority indicates superior's confidence and the trust in his or her subordinates. Then next is it facilitation of growth. Delegation of authority and responsibility helps to train the in-house workforce for new projects or for new ventures. Then basis of management hierarchy. The delegation of authority flows downward from the superior to subordinates, establishing the superior subordinates relationship. The degree and the flow of authority determines the reporting system and the power each other position enjoys. Thus, delegation is considered as the basis of management hierarchy also. Then last is better coordination. All three elements of delegation, that is authority, responsibility and accountability, determine the power, duty and answerability of each position in the organization. This is also the meaning of authority, responsibility and accountability. So this brings in the clarity of work to be done and avoids overlapping or duplication of efforts or responsibility. After delegation, there comes centralization and decentralization. What does this mean? First is centralization. It is the process of decision making where all the authority to decide is retained with the top level management. And what is decentralization? It is the process of decision making where the authority to decide is delegated or shared among all levels of management. So, after delegations come centralization and decentralization. Mainly the organization can be divided in centralized or decentralized parts. Then comes the importance of decentralization. What are its importance? First is it develops initiative among subordinates. So what does that mean? That decentralization gives freedom to the lower managerial levels to take decisions, train them to depend on their own judgment. Second is develops managerial talent for the future. What does that mean? The authority to take decisions at lower management levels makes subordinates confident and self-aligned. Decentralization provides on the job training, whereas employees develop skills and gains experience for being a decision maker. Then third is quick decision making. That is, decentralization promotes decision to be taken at levels which are nearest to the point of action. This means that employees are not required to depend on the management hierarchy and wait for top level management to take decisions. Then next is relief to top management. What does that mean? Through decentralization, superiors provide subordinates the authority to decide and act. This reduces the need of direct supervision from the superior. As a result, the supervisors can utilize their time and energy to address important policy and strategic decisions. Now, this was the end of this chapter. We are going to continue with value-based question, which I am explaining over here. So what is the question? A manager, no matter how capable he or she is, cannot manage to do every task on his or her own. Effective delegation reduces his or her workload. Through work is delegated, he or she is still accountable. Why is accountability absolute? What are the values that our accountability brings in? So the solution is accountability is absolute because delegation does not mean abdication. A superior remains responsible and accountable for job assigned to the person, to him or her. So I have already explained, whenever any work is being delegated, the accountability remains with the person who has assigned the job. And the next is what values are? They are responsibility, answerability and cooperation. Now I am going to show you some more value based question and case study. Through them also you can practice. You can practice these value based questions. You can practice this case study also. So now we are going to meet in the next video. Up till then, goodbye children.